Welcome back to minute 75 of Dr. No. My name is Brian.
And my name is Christian.
And this is the podcast that takes the longest running, most smooth, suave, debonair, and sometimes kind of cringy spy franchise there is, and breaks it down one shaken minute at a time, never stirred. Because this is Bond.
Minute Bond.
And Christian, oh boy. Jeez, what the fuck? What happened in this fucking minute?
It was a little uncomfortable to hear that she was raped by her landlord, essentially, right? The guy that she was talking about, the guy that owned the building that they lived in, let her stay there for free for a few months, and then one day he came up to her room and she goes, "Well, you know what happened."
And we don't even know how old she was. You know?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
She might be in a state of arrested development after having her father die when she was like maybe 14 or something. Theoretically, I don't know. Maybe there's more information in the book, but she could have, been 14, had her dad die, have that happen, and maybe that's why she never permanently leaves, because she has unresolved issues.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's fucked up. And she says that she scratched his face, I think, right?
She scratched his face, but he was more powerful than her.
Yeah. And then Bond asks what happened after that, and she says that she put a black widow spider under, basically in his room. And it took him a week to die.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she gets, Bond kind of gets a reaction from that, and she's like, "Did I do something wrong?" And he's like, "Well, I wouldn't make a habit out of it."
Yeah, both those lines.
Jesus,
fucked up.
Yeah,
fucked up it must have been a product of the time. Fucked up. No, she did exactly the right thing.
Yeah,
she did everything right. She did nothing wrong.
That's
Make
crazy.
a habit of it if anyone ever even tries to do that again.
He didn't even express any remorse, anything about what that guy did to her. He wasn't like, "I'm sorry that happened to you," or anything.
Yeah, and only because of those very two wrong and cringy lines, only because of that, the next line is a bit cringy. The transition to that line. So do you...
Yeah. Well, she's like, "Well, do you have a woman of your own?" Right?
Yeah, which would have been fine without those two other lines.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't have liked it, but if she said that I do something wrong and he says, "No. If you... I wish he had had two guns at this point. So he could have been like, "No, if someone else does that again, yeah, take this,"
Yeah.
Then she has a gun to, or take that knife, have that, use that knife now that you know how to use it. That would have been, at least I would have been like, she doesn't need to ask if she did something wrong. But then I would have been like, he responded well. And because of that, then she, was like, a good man, it would have, but anyway, sorry.
And then, and the way she looks at him, I mean, she puckers up her lips and plays with her hair and stuff, and is like, "Well, do you have a woman of your own?" How does she transition from that to that? I mean,
it was,
we know why, because it was written that way, but damn.
Yeah. Problem.
Yeah. And for those that don't know, Brian and I both have daughters, so this is the kind of shit we think about a lot.
We broke up daughters? What?
I say we both have daughters.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my daughter's gonna kick ass. Not to diminish it, but in that moment, I wasn't worried about my daughter being able to handle herself. I was just in general, I was like, that's totally fucked up.
Yeah, of course. But I think just the fact that we both have daughters, I think, we definitely look at women in a completely different way.
Yeah, if there was ever a point of going ignorant to not ignorant, my daughter accelerated where I was on that line. Because we're all ignorant of certain things. Everyone who's not black, but who chants Black Lives Matter, you have to have been ignorant of it at one point in your life. You just have to learn that. So that was, but Thankfully, Quarrel saves us from this awkwardness.
Yeah, before Bond can even answer. He's like, Mr. Bond, come quick.
Didn't Bond somewhere say that we'll be out of here in a couple hours or something?
He said, and hurry, because we have less than 12 hours, I think.
He said he wants to see us now.
Yeah, he wants to see it now. So, do you think we'll get to see this dragon in the next minute? If not in the next minute, definitely in the next 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, they just ran through the water. Actually, I just found out something funny. At the end of the minute, when they're warning through the water, you're seeing like all this water get up to around his belly button and stuff, and he's only halfway through getting through the river, and then it cuts to him completely on the other side, and just like in the last frame, just a splash of like water kind of on his chest area. So continuity error-ish. But yeah, let's see this fucking dragon.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I think it's gonna look
completely not like a dragon.
Yeah, and it's gonna just maybe have the same kind of drawing on his face that the stupid sign had of the skulls. Like it's gonna be childish looking or something.
Yeah, I'm guessing either it'll be like a tank or something, so clearly not a dragon, or something really exaggerated to look like one, possibly racist, but like really overdone. Those are my two guesses. But you think it's going to have the skull and crossbones type thing on it? I
don't know. I think it's going to...
Maybe as a bumper sticker?
Just look awful. Yeah, who knows? I can't wait to see it.
All right. Well, if you want to follow along in these minutes, go to Bond Minute Bond. And if you want to make us eat more cereal with Red Stripe as our milk, or whatever challenge we're on, if you're seeing this years in the future, just put a quick rating on Apple Podcasts or a review. We'll add them equally, we'll count them equally, and eat that many bites of cereal. But if you do the review, leave your Instagram handle, because we'll do some giveaways in the future. That'll be the easiest way to find the winner. That was episode 75 of Dr. No.
And my name is Christian.
And my name is Brian.
That was money.
Every penny of it.